Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of me working alone building this wicked awesome, massive, state-of-the-art, ultimate sawmill shelter. I've been working on these rafters in this section right here because I want to just get that covered, and I think it's really starting to look like a sawmill shed, you know what I mean? I've been working away at that little section right there. I got a wall put on and I got the rafters on just on that section. I think it's 2 or 3 rows of the roofing. And so now from that end of the roof slanting all the way down to the end there, it's on. So I got that saw set up so it's out of the rain. So we're doing pretty awesome. And for today, obviously, I want to finish up these rafters, and we're going to get on the sawmill and try to make another beam or two to finish up this backside of the sawmill shelter and woodyard area. And really, it is like the ultimate woodyard area for me. Just picture, you know, like we have the whole mill, it's all covered here. I'm going to put doors on the front eventually. That whole back section right here where this wood is drying, that's all going to get roofed in. And it all carries over into where I do my firewood. I have my log splitter in there. I have a bunch of wood ready to burn. And I have this big pile of stumps to break down on the splitter and get some more firewood prepared. And that's all basically going to get dried in like with this roof. So that really is state of the art for somebody like me who's just building his own homestead, his own small farm. I think I'm doing pretty good. And I'm excited that I was in fact able to get a lot of this work done before the real winter comes, you know, before the snow and the negative temperatures come. I want to protect the Woodland Mills HM 136 Max sawmill. It was expensive, so I don't want to just leave it out in the weather, you know what I'm saying? So back to these rafters, I only need 3 more rafters put on here, and then I'll get the purlins on and finish up the roof. It really shouldn't be that much work, but I'll get that done this morning. And I'm not really measuring the bird's mouth. I'm just kind of putting the rafter in place and drawing out the bird's mouth like a scribe method. And it's just a little bit easier for me rather than trying to do any calculations that I would need to do. I have this old little tool. It's really nice. I mean, basically you can loosen that off and you can adjust the angle. So this is the tool that I used to get that angle up there because it's not a square, right? It's off. So all you do is you put this like this on an angle, and then you can draw your line like that. Oh man, it's raining again. Right, Olive? Mama's gonna kill me. Look at this. Holy smokes. You're so dirty. Look at your beard. What are we gonna do with you? What are we gonna do? Hopefully she's out of the rain. There's a little bit of a roof right here. You stay here, okay, so you don't get wet, okay? But I can't play Kong with you, okay? This has to stay here because it's raining. It's the problem with the fall. You're really rushing to get things done, and I mean the weather's not the greatest in the fall. It's volatile, you know. Sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's rainy, and it's getting cold. Pretty soon I'll have to start getting a fire going in the workshop there to stay warm, because your fingertips are going to get too cold to work. We'll wait this out and get back to it in a second. See, you can hear the rain. I only have 2 more of these left to do, and then I can finish that roof. But now it's raining. Come, stay here, okay? You're getting all wet. Look, you're getting all wet. Stay here. Stay here, okay? Okay, sun's out, guns out. We're about, I don't know, hour and a half later after that rain. Last piece. Not too shabby. There you have it. I just need to work on this fascia board to close it in a bit. I'm just getting myself set up to install this gutter. I've already put the ends on and I've sealed it with the gutter caulking, and I have the hole cut out for the drainage, so I have to just put that in. But I'm just gonna get this installed first and then I'll worry about the downspout. And that's gonna go right here. It's only 69 inches, but the problem is the water that's draining off the roof is hitting the soil and it's making the wood all dirty. So this is constantly going to be getting too much moisture. So I'm going to put a gutter on with a downspout, and then I'm going to shoot it out that direction, and that'll solve the problem. This side here doesn't really get wet, except from the rain that comes in on an angle, because the roof doesn't drain this way. The water drains this way, you know what I mean? Okay, let's hope this is good now. I just got it slanted there. The water's gonna drain there and go that way. Not too shabby if I do say so myself. From end to end right here is exactly 15 feet. And I actually have a board. It's like a little bit less than an inch. It's, I think, a maple, and it's just slightly almost half live edge on this side, but up to here it's 8 3/4, which is exactly what I need. So over here it might need to be trimmed a bit because it's wider, but it has this crack in it, and I'm thinking maybe I can pinch it together so that I don't waste the board. So I'm gonna see how it looks, but it'll be nice if I could just do one board across that whole thing. So I'm gonna rip it down with the table saw and try to get it up and see if I can pinch that crack together. It's just a fascia board. It's not like it's holding structure or nothing. See, I gotta try to push this up somehow. I'm gonna try to put like a clamp here, and I'll see if I can pull it up with the clamp. Okay, those two are in. Just have to stop this from bending. At least it's a little bit closed though. Okay, I mean, looking at it from a distance, it looks pretty good. Now, what I plan to do with that little carport section is just leave it like that for this first winter. I'll probably park an ATV under there, and maybe I'll just put like some stuff that I want to keep relatively dry, but I'm quite certain that blowing snow will come in here, but nothing's going to get sopping wet from rain. I do have plans to build sliding doors, and it'll be like a double slider that both doors will slide to this direction. Remember, this is a 24-foot opening, and then this section right here is 15 feet. So let's say two doors, 12 feet and 12 feet. So they can both slide to this 15-foot section. The thing is, I won't be able to use this wall because it'll have to stay open for the barn door tracks to slide this way. But what I may end up doing eventually is building some kind of a half wall that hangs down, you know, so that I won't bang my head, but it'll help block some of the blowing snow, and I'll just leave a gap on that side for the doors to slide, so I can always do that. But at least I know that this little section here is gonna stay dry and it's finished. That's always a good thing, because I want to get started working on the back rafters and the beam. I got this log right here, so let's get this log up on the mill, and we're going to turn it into a beam or two, depending how many I can get out of it. I measured that space over there for that next beam, and it's 112 and a half inches. So 112 and a half inches. This one here is 115 inches. So I found this one. I'm going to save this one on the ground here for something else because this one is 12 feet. Let's just check for the level, make sure before I secure it. Oh, baby, it's perfect. Love it when a plan comes together.